Okay, so we're going to get started. And thanks everybody for joining in. Some people did the class 2 weeks ago, which was an introductory class into Qigong. And then now we've got this 6-week program on offer, which there's about 15 people in the group who've joined in. So I really appreciate everybody showing up for that. A little bit of, most people know me, and most people who are in the group have either been to the clinic or they've done Qigong or some form of martial art with me. So just a little brief history. 38 years doing martial arts, practice karate, Korean sword martial arts, Qigong, Tai Chi. I've been doing Qigong for a really, really long time now. I've trained with many Korean masters, Chinese masters, Irish masters. So many, many different people I've had the great joy of training with, and giving me some great skills and some great practice to share with everybody else. Qigong has become a passion for me. I practice every day, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. And I won't ask you to do that just yet, but as your journey continues, maybe you will start to practice longer and longer. And so Qi itself, what is this Qi that we talk about? So Qi in its basic essence is energy. And energy, as we know, is everything. Everything is made up of energy. So in terms of Qi Gong, Gong means to have great skill. You want to have great skill with your energy system in order to maintain a healthy life and have, good, vibrant energy, have a clear head, have clarity, focus, and direction on what you want to do. And through the practice of Qigong, it can really help you with all of these things. If you have any specific challenges in your life or your body, Qigong will help you to overcome that through daily practice. And so it's really important when I say daily practice that you take the skills that I'm going to teach you over the 6 weeks and start to practice them each day. And it's then you'll see the benefits start to transform your life. As I say, I've practiced with many, many people over the years. Master Chung Yi Lin of Spring Forest Qigong, Korean masters. And through all my martial arts training over the 38 years, we've always been exploring internal power. So there's many different forms of Qigong as well. So you can have Qigong for health benefits. You can have Qigong for martial power to create great internal power. You can also have Qigong for spiritual enhancement or spiritual advancement and enlightenment. But there's many different levels to your Qigong practice. It all depends on what you want to do and where you want to go with it. Inevitably, most people will start Qigong for health benefits. So they're learning Qigong for specific health benefits. They want to get over a specific illness. They want to help to heal a specific problem in their body. They just want to feel better. They want to feel more vibrant. So a lot of people will take up Qigong for these reasons. And then, if you're involved in martial arts like I was, we were looking for extra internal power. So we learned to use the Qi energy in different ways for manifesting internal power. But then as your journey goes along, the meditation and the spiritual advancement starts to come through deeper Qigong practices. And some, teachers and masters would say 1, 2, 3 hours practice a day, depending on how much transformation you're looking for. So that's what we're going to look at. Over the course of the 6 weeks, I'm going to teach you what I would call a form. So a specific set of movements that you can practice for the rest of your life. If you never do anything else with me after the 6 weeks, you have a system that you can use for the rest of your life. Of course, if you want more advanced work, we're going to be doing that as we continue on. And so we're looking at doing all that kind of work with the Qigong over the course of 6 weeks, which is going to give you health benefits, better sleep, clearer mind, and more flexibility, and reduced pain and stress. So lots of health benefits come from the practice of Qigong. And today we're going to also talk about some specific points. So anybody that was on the first class would have learned the specific points or talked about it, but there's some people here tonight who weren't on that first class. So we're going to talk about 3 energy centers in the body. So the first one is the Dantian. Dantian means elixir field of energy. So it's where we store the energy. And we've got 3 Dantians that we're going to deal with basically in the Qigong practice for the next 6 weeks. We're going to look at the lower Dantian. That's this area here. And so the lower Dantian will be located 2 to 3 finger widths below the belly button and the same depth in behind the belly button. This is where you will start to connect to and feel this lower Dantian energy. So this is the more physical side. This is our vital energy, our vitality. So we want to always work on building the chi in this lower Dantian area, building the power in this lower Dantian area. So then we can use this to move up to the next level, which is the middle Dantian. And this is at the heart level. This is where we have the seat of all the emotions and the heart in here. Then what we do is we move it up here to the upper Dantian. And this is where we start to get more into meditation and the enlightenment and the insights through the upper Dantian. So here we transform and build the energy here. So this is the Qi or the Jing energy. The Jing energy then transforms to Qi, and then the Qi transforms to what we call Shen, which is your spirit. So the Shen is your spiritual energy. So what we want to do is start to build this foundation, transform it into Qi, and then move it into Shen, which is a deeper level of spiritual energy. So we're going to work on these three areas every week, and then you're going to practice with them on a daily basis as well. So they're called the Dantians. Now I'm going to drop some things into this group as we go along. So images of the Dantians and different things like that. And so you'll have them as a file within the group so you can look back and you can print them off. The next thing we're going to talk about, which is we will call the 12 rivers or the 12 meridians in the body. And the meridians are like energy channels that travel through the body. And this is where the acupuncturist would insert needles to activate the healing energy within the body. As we do our movements and our exercises, we're going to be activating these 12 meridians. So we're going to be going through them on a weekly basis, and I'll explain to you what each meridian is, where the location is, what the direction of the energy flow is in the meridians or the rivers, and how we can enhance that through the Qigong practice. So that's going to be the 12 meridians or the 12 rivers. And again, I'm going to drop in diagrams of each of the meridians for you so that you can actually see on a physical body where the meridian line is. And this is what I do a lot of the time in the clinic. When you come into the clinic and I'm looking for, a specific answer to a problem you have, I test the body and I can see which meridian is balanced and which is not in balance. And then we actively work on restoring that balance. But now you're going to have your own medicineless healing system in your own hands. And this you can have, like, going to be miraculous for you over the course of the 6 weeks. Things are really going to change once you start to practice Qigong on a daily basis. You're now being handed a full medicine system that's going to help to heal your body without having to take specific drugs or, put narcotics and different pharmaceuticals into your body. And specifically at times like this, when we've got pandemics going on and viruses going around, and we want to build our vital energy and our protective energy strong so that we can stand up and walk around and be free in the world outside without the fear of a virus jumping into our body. And viruses is what I call emotional opportunists. So if we're got a lot of emotional stress going on in the body, the virus has that opportunity to say, oh, I can go over there because they're a little bit stressed and the immune system is lower. So as you practice Qigong and you stabilize the emotional body and the physical body and you boost your immune system through the daily practice, well then Mr. Virus or Mrs. Virus, whatever you want to call her, is not going to have the opportunity to come and visit you. So it'll just move off and carry on with somebody else. So that's really important for you, and we're going to carry on with that. Okay, so some other basics to understand about Qigong is that energy follows thought. So think about that for a second. So your energy follows your thoughts. So where your thoughts go, the energy will flow. So that's really important to understand. So if we continue to focus on a specific thing, so for example, COVID-19, the news, blah, 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 blah. People's focus is just on there. So where does all their energy go? Over there. If you focus on your own well-being, your own Qigong exercises, your own peace of mind, well, then that's where the energy goes. If you focus on good health and vitality, that's where the energy goes. And the energy is not just found here within our own body. This Qi energy is everywhere. It's in the plants all around us. It's in the lights. It's in the food that we eat. It's in the air that we breathe. So it's really important to get in fresh air. getting that breath into the body. Getting out in nature and into the woods, walking in the woods, really important. Getting that fresh air, being among the trees and the tree energies. So that's really important. And so we've got to be careful and mindful of where our thoughts go. So remember that, that's a key thing for Qigong. Energy follows thought. So these are some principles that I'll write down for you as well. So we're talking about the three dantians, lower, middle, upper. We're talking about the 12 rivers or the 12 meridian energies. We're talking about energy follows thought. So these are some very, very basics of what you need to know to practice Qigong. The next thing that you need to know and understand are what I call the three intentful corrections. So when we practice Qigong, we talk about the three intentful corrections. So we're correcting the posture, improving our posture. So that's the first intentful correction, correcting your posture. Then you're going to correct your breath. So we're going to teach you how to breathe again. Most people are breathing up here. Shallow breath creates anxiety, creates stress living up here. Sympathetic nervous system is firing all of the time. We're in stress mode all of the time. We're in fight or flight. So when we correct the posture, lengthening the spine, opening the spine, relaxing the muscles and tendons, then we correct the breath. That's the second intentful correction. The third one we want to correct is our mind. So as we practice Qigong, we start to get clarity of mind, we start to get peace of mind, we start to change what's going on in the mind. So that's the third intentful correction. So that's really important as well. Now, of course, when we're doing Qigong, we're going to start to move the body. We're going to be going left, we're going to be going right, we're going to be going rising, we're going to be sinking the body. So a vital, vital part of Qigong, which is often missed when people are learning Qigong, is you need to learn to move from the center. This is the key movement. So like I demonstrated on the first class there a week or two ago, if I want to get up from the chair, I move from the center here. So the center takes me up from the chair. If I want to sit down, moving from the center is initiating that movement. If I want to go left, center initiates that movement. If I want to go right, the center initiates that movement. So all the time. If we're sinking, the center is moving. If we're rising, the center is moving. So that's really important. So moving from the center. Okay. So those are the basics that we need to understand. 3 dantians, 12 meridians, which we'll go deeper into, are the 12 rivers that flow through the body. Energy follows thought, and move from the center. Okay, so they're all the basics that we need to know. So I want you just to take a quick drink of water before we start, and we're going to start to go into a warm up, and then we're going to start going into some basic Qigong movements. So let's make some space here. Hi Pat, how are you doing? Okay, so we've got a few other bodies over here. Great, okay. So hopefully I can go back far enough so you can see my feet. There we go. Okay, let me get rid of the glasses for a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to start off with a basic warm-up. Anytime you go to practice your Qigong, you should just do a little basic warm-up like this. So we're going to start going from the head down to the toes. Everything very, very gentle, just relaxing it down. So first of all, before you do anything, one of the key factors of Qigong is to become present. Okay, so being present in this moment. So not thinking about what's going on earlier in the day, not thinking about what you have to do later on tonight. You just want to be present now, and you're going to practice your Qigong at 3 different levels, as I always say. We're going to do good, better, or best. Those are the 3 levels. So today you might have a good practice, tomorrow you might have better, Sunday morning you might have your best ever practice. Then you might go and practice again and it mightn't feel like the best, but it's still good. So good, better, best. There is no bad way to practice Qigong. Okay, let's get that clear from the start. As long as you're practicing, that's the main thing. So from here, I just want you to let the hands relax by your side. And just remember the intentful correction. So I want you to feel your feet sinking into the ground. And on the base of your foot is an acupuncture point, the kidney point. In Chinese, it's called Yang Chuan. So I want you to imagine the base of your foot sinking down into the ground. From the top of your head here, from the center, so you put your thumbs in your ears where your middle fingers meet. This is the point here. So this point here is going to the heavens. This is Bai Hui, or 1,000 meeting points. You're sinking into the ground through the kidney point. You're rising from the top of the head through the Bai Hui point. Then you're just allowing the body to relax. So now you've got a connection to the earth. You've got a connection to the heavens. This is going to adjust your posture. Again, another one of the intentful corrections. You feel the spine lengthening. Now from here, just be mindful. Another one of the intentful corrections, being mindful, being present. So just be present in your body. What I want you to do now is do a quick mental scan of your body with no judgment and just feel, is there any areas of tension in my body right now? Do I feel tension in my shoulder, my neck, my knees, my lower back? Don't make any judgment of, oh, I've got back pain or I've got this. Just scan the body, just make a note. That's how it feels before we start doing the practice. Okay, so from here, I want you to just turn your head to the left. Gently turn to the right. Go left and right. As with all Qigong practice, you only go to about 70% of your range of motion. You're not pushing it to the extreme limit. When you go to 70% of your range of motion, you get the most benefit. Looking left and right. Back to the center, dropping your chin down, making a semicircle left, down, semicircle right, down, left, right, left, right, back to the center. Now I want you to roll your shoulders forward, bringing the arms forward, breathing in, exhale, opening the chest, out. Now we're starting to bring in the breath. So breathe in, breathe out. When you breathe in, try and breathe down into this lower area here, the lower dantian. Then as you exhale, back out again. So breathe in, rotate, exhale, open. Breathing in, rotating in, exhale, open. Feel the shoulder stress relieving. Breathe in, breathe out, open. Breathe in, breathe out, open. Hands back by your side. Now just breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, and breathe out. Breathe in, out. Remember, your body is following the breath, breathing in and out. If you're just moving the body without the breath, you're not doing Qigong. You're just doing physical exercise. When you incorporate the breath, that's when things start to change. Now breathing in, roll the shoulders forward this time. Breathing in relax. Now you're going to bring your hands together like so. You're going to make circles with your wrists. So you're getting this nice circle action with the wrists. There's a lot of meridians that we talk about, these 12 rivers that end in the hands. So you've got the lung meridian, which is in the thumb, the large intestine in the first finger, moving through to the heart, through to the small intestine in the little finger. So as you start to move your hands in this circular fashion, you're now starting to activate the meridians already. Just let the hand relax down. Now you're going to put right hand over left, cross your fingers together. Breathe in, bring your hands up the center, stretch. Exhale back down. Breathe in again. Hold and stretch. Exhale down. One more time, breathe in. Exhale down, very good. Change the hands over, put the left over the right. Breathe in. Stretch. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. Let the hands relax. Shake the shoulders. Put your hands on your hips. Roll in a circle. Change direction. As close to disco dancing as we get nowadays. Change direction. Good. Bring your feet together now. Hands on your knees, slight bend in the knees, circle the knees. Make big circles with your knees. Change direction. Good. Okay, you're going to lift your right foot off the ground, but before you lift your right foot, you have to sink the weight into your left foot. So we've talked about this kidney point at the base of the foot, and you're talking about bringing your mind now into your left foot. So you're sinking the weight down through your left side. Now you can easily lift your right leg. All the weight is going down through here. If you just try and lift your left leg or your right leg on its own, sometimes you'll find it's a bit of a wobble. Because you're not mindfully connected, you're just lifting your leg, yeah? So what you want to do is shift the weight into this leg, sink your weight down, then this leg can lift while being stable on the opposite leg. If you fall over, don't worry. Pick yourself up. Old martial arts philosophy, get knocked down 6 times, get up 7. So just make circles with this ankle now. Changing direction while staying balanced. If you have trouble staying balanced, hold your opposite ear. Sounds a bit odd, but it'll keep you balanced. Change direction. Sink the weight down. Send using your mind into the foot. Get stable. Lift. Rotate. So you can imagine even this warm-up alone, if you were to do this every day before you got in the car or went out to drive or broke the lockdown restrictions and drove past your kilometers, how good would you feel with the body moving flexibly like this? Change direction. From Monday, we're allowed to travel outside, so you'll be okay. You better be nice and fit and flexible for all those long drives coming up. Okay, good. Shake the body out. So hopefully that's starting to warm up the body. So that's just a basic warm up that you need to probably attempt before you practice each of the movements every day. So starting with the head, neck, shoulders, wrists, hips, knees, feet. Okay, after you practice it for a few weeks, it will just become second nature to you. Going to do your warm up, bang, done. Okay, so now we're going to start to do some of the real Qigong actions and Qigong movements. This is where it starts to get interesting with the energy system in the body. So the first thing I want you to do, stand with your feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to teach you how to stand properly. Hopefully you can see my feet here. So feet are shoulder width apart. Feet are pointing forward. Now be mindful of your shoulders. Your shoulders are either Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're out here, or just naturally. So naturally where your hips fall, feet are shoulder width apart. Your knees are going to slightly bend. And you're going to tuck your tailbone. So you're going to tuck your tailbone in slightly, which is going to lengthen the lower back here. As you lengthen this lower back, you open up an acupuncture point in the lower back called Ming Men, which is the gate of life, which is the gate of vitality. So even just standing in Qigong is doing a whole lot of different things. So feet shoulder width apart. Connecting through Yang Chuan kidney point to the ground. Connecting from this point at the top of your head to the heavens. So you've got the heavenly connection, the earthly connection, and your human existence that exists here in between. Okay, from here, just place your hands by your side. So remember the intentful corrections, correct the posture. Now we're going to work on the breath, and then that's going to help to clear the mind. So we're going to do a very simple exercise called lifting the chi up, pouring the chi down. So the first movement is you're connecting and breathing from the ground. So imagine you're bringing the breath up from the ground. You bring the breath in. Remember, your hands follow the breath. You're breathing in. Hands turn over to face the sky, pushing up. Drop the head back and look up to the sky. All on the in breath. Then you exhale down. Hands follow down. Now what you may or may not have noticed is as I rise up, the legs start to straighten, not locking out completely. And then as the hands come down, sinking down. Slight rising and sinking with the movement. So let's try that. So imagine you're lifting the energy up from the ground, you're connecting to the sky, you're bringing the energy from the sky back down through the body. So we're going to do this 9 times. So do your best. So good, better, best. Breathing in. Turning the hands over, still on the in breath. Very good. Drop the head back. Exhale down. See if you can make the breath last all the way until the hands reach the bottom again. Breathing in. Pushing up. Drop the head back. Exhale down, slightly sinking the body. Following the breath with the hands. Breathing in. Turning the hands over, touching the sky, and down. Breathing in. Up. Exhale down, sinking. Lifting the chi up, breathing in. Turn the hands over. Exhale, sinking down. Breathing in. Follow the breath. Exhale down. Very good. Feel the body relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath. Breathing in. Exhale down. Breathe in. Exhale down. Facebook has dropped off here. Sorry guys, Facebook has just dropped out. Okay, hopefully people can back into Facebook there. This is the thing with Facebook, it does that and drop off. Okay, so just wait for a second for people to get back in. So we're following the breath up, opening up, breathing down. Okay, let me check here. Hopefully they'll get back into it. So everybody in Zoom land is okay over here? Yep. Okay, just gotta find these people again. Hi Tom, Tom's back in. Don't know what happened there, just dropped out. Okay. Okay. So that's the first movement. Lifting chi up, pouring chi down. This is one you can do on your own. You can just take this out as part of the day and practice it, you know, for a few minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes. Just doing this movement on its own is really, really good. Just clears the whole body. It's joining the yin and yang energies of heaven and earth together. So you're getting really good connection with them. Okay. Just check. Hi, Joe is back in. Okay. So let's carry on with the next movement. Hopefully the Facebook will catch up with us. So remembering energy follows thought, center-led movement, the breath, the body is following the breath. Okay, so those are all the really important things to remember. So we're going to start off. In the previous free class I did 2 weeks ago, I started to show you some of the form of the movements that I put together over many years. So we're going to continue with that. And we're going to get to the end of that. We're going to go deeper with it over the course of the 6 weeks. And then we're going to add in some more different Qigong movements along the way. So the first movement, feet shoulder width apart. Connecting to the lower dantian. Connecting down through the feet into the earth. Connecting to the heavens. Bring your hands onto your lower belly here. Getting some people jumping onto Zoom, which is probably better. Might go with Zoom from now on. Just as you stand here with your hands on your belly, here's another little Qigong tip. For ladies, right hand first, left hand on top. For gentlemen, left hand, right hand on top. How we remember it is, women are always right, apparently. So that's what they are. So right hand on the belly for women, left hand for men. Just connect here, check in with the body. How's it been? How's it doing since we did the first set of movements? Does the body feel more relaxed? You're going to let your hands drop by the side. You're going to start the breath in, breathing in. Hands are following the breath, connecting to the heavens, taking that heavenly energy into the body. Exhale down. Sinking down. Breathing in. Opening. Exhale down. Slight rise in the body as you come up, rising up. Exhale, sinking down. Allow the heavenly energy to enter the body, cleansing the body. Breathing in, opening. Connecting with the heavens. Take that yang energy into the body. Mix it into the yin energy, sinking down. Breathe in one more time, breathing in. Exhale down. Breathing in. Big smile on your face. Smiling chi energy is the best energy. Here's another little Qigong. Breathe in. Exhale down. Breathe in. Exhale down. Do two more. Breathing in. Exhale down. Last one, breathing in. This time when you come up to the top, going to join your hands in prayer position, taking them down front of the chest. Holding here, connecting to the heart energy. From here, the second movement, you're going to move from the center. The body's turning left. As you do, pushing the hands out in both directions. So the hands are going out to the edges of the universe. So go past this limitation of there's a wall in the room. You want to go past that. You're breathing in, turning left, opening out. Allow your hands to go out to the edges of the universe. Make that connection with what you want to bring into your life. And bring it in. Joining the palms together. Turning to the right, breathing in. Opening the chest. Rotating the middle back. Exhale, back to center. This is a really great stress buster for the upper back. Gets that mid-thoracic region opened up very well. Breathing in. The universe. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Body is leading from the center all the time. Breathing in. exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale back to center. Reaching out to the edges of the universe, connecting with all those energy that you want to bring into your life, sinking it back in together, opening, breathing in, twisting the body, and back to the center. As you twist the body, you're twisting the internal organs, you're rotating the spine, you're lubricating the joints, you're going to make the digestive system work better because you're rotating it. So it's wringing out the toxins in the body. So that's why we want to make sure to drink plenty of water after we practice the Qigong as well. So from here, we're moving into the next movement. Just connecting again here to the heart energy. Slightly bend the knees, sinking down. As you breathe in, your left hand is going to rise over your head. The right hand is going to face towards the ground with the fingers pointing towards the side of the leg here. This is where we make a connection with the gallbladder channel or the gallbladder meridian, one of the 12 rivers which we spoke about. We're opening here. This hand is pushing up towards the heavens. This one is down towards the earth. We sink down again, hands passing by each other. Breathing in, opening up on the opposite side. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Sinking down, exhale. Breathing in, opening. Sinking down, exhale. Breathing in, changing sides, opening. Exhale down. Breathing in, opening. Exhale down. Breathe in, open. Exhale down. Breathing in. Exhale down. Open. Remember, there's a slight sinking of the legs. Open. The sneaky thing with Qigong is you won't realize you've done about 150 or 200 squats by the time we're finished tonight. Slight bend. And up. Sinking. Back to center. Finding balance. So here what we want to talk about before we go into the next movement is just, feel how the body is at the moment. Feel where the mind is. We want to come in harmony with the body. So as we practice, we want to come into harmony with our body. We want to move in harmony. We want to live in harmony in life. Harmony versus separation. So although I'm practicing here, if I start thinking about something else over here, well, then the mind is now separated from the body. If I'm working on a task during the day, I should be just working on that task. If my mind is elsewhere, well, then there's a separation from being in harmony with life. So all the time through your Qigong practice, as you practice, and you become present, then you start to create more harmony within the system. When your body's in harmony, there'll be less dis-ease, disharmony, less inflammation, less pain, because you're moving in harmony with life, you're moving in harmony with nature, you're moving in harmony with your purpose in life. And as you practice more and more Qigong, sometimes your purpose becomes much more evident, because now you're taking the time to practice, slow things down, get back into harmony. So these things become much more evident. All of a sudden it's like, okay, that's my purpose. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how I'm supposed to be interacting in the world. So let's go on to one more move before we close up for this evening. So from here, we're going to bring our feet together. Now, in order to bring our feet together, we don't just go, right, I'm here now, Alan, we're all together, let's go on to the next move. So from your feet shoulder width apart, in order to bring your feet together in Qigong, we sink the weight into one leg. So now this is the full leg, this is the empty leg. Now this leg can move to the center. Okay, so try that again. So here, the weight is 50-50, it's through both legs. So I know for the next movement that we're going to do, I want to bring my feet together. So in order to get them together, I need to make this leg full. So I'm still in balance, and this leg just slides in. Now the weight is back 50-50 again. The same as when I want to open, I sink the weight in the right leg, I step and open. Okay, so these are just things that help you to become in balance in the body. So we're going to bring the feet together. So shifting the weight in, what comes together. Okay, so from this position here, from the last movement, we're going to move over to the center here. Dropping our hands down by the side. From here, you're going to breathe. So imagine when you're breathing up through your legs, through the lower dantian, up to the heart, and you're going to open the energy. So from here, we're breathing in. As we feel the energy reaching here, then the hands follow. Rising up, opening out the chest. When we get to this point, we're going to go up on the balls of our feet. This really activates the kidney point. Then we sink down and exhale. That's your next movement. So we're breathing in through the legs. Imagine you're breathing internally. And this is where the mind becomes really powerful now, because now we're starting to use our mind to direct the chi. So we're directing the chi through the body. So we're breathing in through the legs, connecting here, breathing in, hands are following, opening the heart, opening the love energy in the body, pushing up on the balls of your feet, exhale, sinking down. So all these new movements can be a bit of a challenge for the first week or two, but it's like building a house. We're building the foundations. We've got to make a strong foundation before we can go into more advanced movements. So breathe in through the legs. Connect. Follow the breath with the hands. Open. Pushing up on the toes. Find the balance. Sinking down, exhale. Breathing in. Wait for the energy to rise up to here. Connect with the hands. Open. Rising up on the toes. Sinking down, exhale. Breathing in. Energy follows thought. Hands follow the breath. Open the heart. Pushing up on the toes. Sinking down, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, connecting when it reaches the lower belly area, breathing in, open, pushing up, sinking down. Okay, relax the body. Okay, grab a quick drink of water. So there's an amazing phenomenon happens with the water as well. When the water is here while you're practicing, the water becomes infused with the Qi energy as well. So when you drink the water, then the whole body becomes infused with that Qi energy and the energy that you're using to practice. Okay, so that's really important to understand. Okay, so tonight we covered the principles. Energy follows thought. The body follows the breath. The three essential corrections. Correct the posture, correct the breath, correct the mind. These are all the key principles of Qigong. We're going to start to talk about the 12 meridians or the 12 rivers and how they can affect the body. So we'll get more and more into that as we go along for the 6 weeks. Really important to do your warm-up beforehand, opening up the neck, shoulders, wrists, hips, knees, feet. Moving from the center. So even when we're turning, moving from the center. So these are all the important things to remember from tonight. Again, this is the foundation. This is the first 1 or 2 classes where we're building the foundation. Once we've got the foundation settled down, then we can start to build on top of that. Same as anything. You want to build a house, strong foundation. The tree can't grow without strong roots. Okay, so it's really important to build the foundations. So now we're going to do some tapping on the body. Excuse me. We're going to do some tapping, and this is called Ji-Fa. So we move the energy in the body, and now we just want to lock it into the body. So we're going to do some tapping. So what I want you to gently do is just to take a cupped hand like so, starting from this point here, which is the lung channel. So this is one of the 12 meridians. So we're tapping from here, down the arm, and out the thumb. Starting here, down the arm, tapping. Changing hands, same thing, tapping. So the lung meridian channel starts here and works down this direction. So you want to tap in the direction of the channel. The lung meridian is associated with grief, loss, bereavement, the color green. So if you're having lung problems and breathing problems, you know, it may be due to grief, bereavement, loss, different things that, along with allergic reactions and asthma. The next one, we're starting from the finger here. We're working all the way up through the neck. So this is the large intestine channel. So we're tapping here. Going up this time. Large intestine, of course, connected to the bowel movements. The emotion of letting go. So if you think about the bowel, sometimes it gets constipated, it's not letting go, but that's also an emotional connection. Opposite side, lung and large intestine go together in Chinese medicine. They're the metal element. If you ever rather off all of this information by the end of 6 weeks, you'll be experts in meridians and directions and emotions. Okay, good. Now from here, the heart meridian starts under the armpit and works down through the center of the hand, down through here. We're going to go down this time. Tapping down. Always away from the heart. Tapping down. Okay, from the little finger coming up the outside of the arm, up here to the shoulder and into the neck. This is the small intestine, all the way up. Small intestine and heart go together. They're the fire element. So passion, fire, heat, transformation, changing hands. Okay, going to the center of the body, massaging both sides. You got liver, gallbladder, stomach, spleen. So you're getting the earth and the wood elements here. Massaging. Then you want to gently just bend forward, tapping on the kidneys. Kidney is the water element. Kidney and bladder go together. Fear, anxiety, stress, all held within the kidneys. So when we're standing up on the kidney point and we're pushing up and down, this is really good for eliminating those stresses and anxieties from the body as well. Now tapping down the backs of the legs. Another channel going. Just gently shake the body. And relax. Okay, so it's good to tap the body after practice as well. This is G-Fa, tapping. Zoom will make you look bigger. Okay, so if you have a chair, we're just going to do a little meditation now just to finish off for the evening. So have a quick drink of water again. Infused bottle of water with the chi. Okay, so you're going to sit down in your chair. If you're sitting on a chair, you want to sit on the seat bones, like so, feet flat on the ground, back straight, lifting from the top of the head to the heavens, keeping this spine and the posture correct. If you're sitting in a lotus position on the ground, or you can do that, that's fine. If you want to lie down, you can lie down as well. So sitting, lotus position, lying down, whichever you like. So I want you just to place your hands on your legs, palms facing up. And I want you to bring your awareness to the lower dantian here. So you're breathing into this lower belly area here. I want you to close your eyes. Placing your tongue behind your two front teeth. You're going to take 3 deep breaths in, filling the belly up, allowing the belly to expand. Breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Now I want you to bring to mind maybe an area of your body that requires some healing. Bring to mind a friend or a family member or somebody you know that requires some healing help. You're going to use your intention to send the energy to either your own body or to help somebody else. So bring that area of the body to mind, or bring that person to mind. Maybe you want to help to heal the situations in the world, whatever it is where you want to send your intention tonight. I want you to bring your awareness now down to your lower belly, to the lower dantian, to that space 2 fingers behind and 2 fingers below the belly. I want you to see, sense, feel, imagine a white ball of energy spinning clockwise in this area. As you bring your attention to this area, feel, sense, imagine this white ball spinning faster, getting brighter, spinning faster, generating a large amount of healing energy. I want you to say in your mind, the energy channels are clear, the blockages are gone. You're going to say either the person's name or your own name. I am completely healed. So the energy channels are clear, the blockages are gone. I am completely healed. Keeping that awareness in the lower dantian area. And I want you to sense the energy going either to that area where you need healing, or to that person who may require healing, or to that person you want to help. Just sit quietly, visualizing the problem completely healed. See the area or the problem or the situation transforming from one energy state into another. So if you feel like there's a blockage in an area, see that transforming into smoke, fire, butterflies, whatever it might be, to allow that energy to change from one state to another. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only change from one state to another. So just sit for a few minutes, and just allow the healing energy to penetrate through the body. Repeating in your mind, the energy channels are clear, blockages are gone, and I am completely healed. Bring your awareness back now to the lower dantian. See that energy ball spinning brighter and brighter. Now I want you to make it smaller till it becomes the size of an energy pill. And then just allow that energy pill to drop inside the body and supply you with healing energy as the week goes on. Gently taking 3 deep breaths in, breathing in. Exhale. Energy channels are clear. Breathing in. The blockages are gone. Exhale. Breathing in. I am completely healed. Exhale. Gently opening the eyes. Rubbing your hands together. So now you've generated a whole lot of Qi energy here in your hands. So you're going to massage your face. Anti-aging cream, as developed by internal Qigong. Rub away all those potential wrinkles. Massage the nose. Rubbing the fingers through the hair. Gently tapping on the neck, very gently, tapping down the body. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's what we've done for tonight. Thanks everybody for coming in. So we've got 6 weeks of practice. Maybe so it's been an hour and a quarter tonight, so kind of leave that time frame, maybe Friday, probably around this time, sometimes maybe a bit longer depending on what we're doing, but definitely 1 hour to 1 hour 15. Look back over the videos at the course of the week, try and get some practice in on a daily basis, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if it's one part of the movement, take a piece out, practice on that, practice the breath work, try stick to the principles. Try stick to the principles in everything that you do every day. Be present every day. Staying connected. Try and stay in harmony. So forget about the harmony and the separation. Watch where the mind goes. Does it get separated? Does it take you off track? So I want you to try and practice the principles. The more you practice them every day, the more they become part of your daily life and what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. So it's really important to get in that daily practice every day. If you can do it at the same time every day, if not, whenever you can do it. Remember, good, better, best. So it's always got 3 levels to it. Okay, so if you can send me a little message into the group later on, see how things are going. Sorry, Facebook dropped off there. Technical issues happen. And I know some people jumped over onto Zoom, so that's probably a bit better. So maybe we'll try everybody to get to Zoom next week, see how we're going. Okay, so everybody's hopefully feeling good. And if you want me to send you on the Zoom recording, I'm going to do that into your email. So have a look at that for the next day or two, and I'll get it over onto you on Zoom. And have a great evening, people. Sleep well and enjoy the relaxation and enjoy the new life of Qigong. And thanks again for coming, and we'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Okay, take care. Have a great week.
Thanks.
See you later, Tom. Mind yourself.
See you.
Thanks.